Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're checking out a brand new hero collector that just launched over in Southeast Asia called Island. Yeah, it's just called Island, maybe like Island Exorcist or something like that. Now if you guys enjoyed today's videos, I would really appreciate it if you guys would leave a like on the video, letting me know you guys enjoy it. Also, we're getting super close to 50,000 subscribers, which would be absolutely amazing if we hit it in the month of July. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So let's talk about Island. Now this game, I guess it's based off of a fairly popular Korean webcomic. I've actually never heard of the webcomic. I've never even heard about this game. I literally woke up this morning, saw that it had launched, jumped into it, and I have to say, I've actually been really enjoying the game so far. Now, I do want to let you guys know, if you're a big fan of King's Raid, this game is going to look really familiar. There's a really high emphasis on weapons, and collecting characters in this game isn't centered around the gacha system, which I'll get into a little bit later. There are other systems, though, to gather heroes in this game. Now, all the heroes I currently have on my team are heroes that the game gave to me through just playing through the story. Now, I do want to talk about something when it comes to the automatic gameplay in this game. Now, you'll notice I have it turned on to auto. There is 1.5 times speed, and it doesn't go any higher than that. Now, you can turn on auto for the story and just have the characters kind of go through the story itself. There is a little bit of English dialogue here and there. It's not the best. It's not going to blow your mind away or anything like that. But there is English audio, English dialogue for most of the characters in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and skip past this. Now, when it comes to the combat in this game, you can just turn on the auto combat. Each character has their basic attacks. They have their activated ability. They have their passive skill, and then they have their ultimate ability. Now, the way they activate their ultimate ability is by activating their active ability, and the more you do that, the more energy you accumulate, and then you'll be able to eventually activate your ultimate ability, which a lot of the ultimate abilities in this game look really cool. I really dig the character styles in this game. The anime art style is really cool, and I love the dark tone behind it. And we just completed that stage, which is awesome. Victory's ours, 3 stars. I don't have this character yet, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to unlock him pretty soon. So we're moving our way up into the next chapter. There is a lot of story in this game, and like I said before, it is from a popular Korean webcomic by the same name. And are we gonna get the guy? Did we just get him? No, we got a different character. We got a priest. I have not seen this guy before. Now, most of the characters you're gonna get in this game, as far as I've experienced, there is a way that you can get them through a weird gacha system. There is this other system I'm going to go into in just a second, but most of the ones I've gotten so far, I've gotten through just by playing through the game. There is a lot of story missions you're going to see right here, but they have this feature in the game that I want to talk about when it comes to autoplay. If you go to the play settings, there's this, you can either auto repeat stages if you want to grind for certain weapons and stuff like that, or you can turn on constant battle. Constant battle, basically the game completely takes over everything and will just play through every single story mission as far as you possibly can get until either you run out of stamina or your characters are just not strong enough to take on that stage. I'm not even kidding you. I put my phone down for an hour. I was on chapter 3, came back, and I was almost done with chapter 5, and I hadn't done anything. It's kind of crazy. I don't know how much I like that the game really takes over almost every aspect of gameplay. So we'll have to see how that kind of comes down the line when it comes to more of the high end game gameplay that's going to happen. I'm actually excited that we got a brand new character to kind of mix things up. Now, the game does have a really high emphasis on gear and making sure that your character's stats meet the requirements of the stages that you're on. Most stages I've been in have 3 stages and then a boss at the end. And I think the bosses actually look freaking cool in this game. The Corrupt Devil Stormer. This guy looks pretty freaky looking too. You can even hear there's a little bit of voice acting right there too with my character's abilities. The Corrupt Devil Stormer's only level 1, but this character's only level 1 as well. And we just defeated him. And we got ourselves a 3-star. I mean, that was a story mission. Story missions are basically guaranteed to be able to beat it. So we're gonna go ahead and head on back, and we're gonna talk about the character progression in this game. Because once you turn on constant battle and just kind of let the game play itself, you're going to eventually reach points where you're not going to be able to push any farther. You're going to have to go and upgrade your character. So if we head on over to the hero section right here, you can see all the heroes I currently have right now are all normal rarities. But the cool thing about it is all the characters, as far as I'm aware, can actually push all the way up to SSR rarity. And one thing that's cool is once they hit SSR, they actually change their look. Now, I'm a really big fan of games that have visual progression like that. So I'm actually pretty excited that this game has that type of visual progression. So, and like these characters look really cool. Like I'm digging them. Like these look really awesome. The Ghost Sword Juho. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other ones that I've got. This is one of the first ones that you're going to unlock in the game. And I believe there are specialized weapons that you'll be able to eventually unlock that when you equip them onto the character, it actually visually changes as well. Now, the weapons I have currently equipped onto my characters aren't going to actually change their overall appearance, but you can go through, you can upgrade them, you get special materials that you can use to push their level. You can also, like, if you have like a whole bunch of them left over, you can get rid of a bunch of them for materials that you can use to power up other ones. There's the exclusive weapons, which is what I was talking about before. You can get like high rarity weapons that you'll be able to equip. It changes their overall look of the character. Now you can see the character's skills down here if you want to go through and kind of read all the different skills and abilities that they have. You can see that she's a tank water elemental type. You can go through and you can use these special items, the brew, if you want to go and like level them up, spend some gold. Now she's level 17. You can also go through, you can evolve them as well. But in order to evolve them, they do have to hit max level and you have to have very specific items in order to do that. Now, this is going to lead me into kind of the gacha system in this game. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the gacha system in this game. I haven't really had the chance to try it out yet because this is kind of the biggest negative I have so far. Now, even though the game is launched and there's a lot of events going on, I have 100 premium currency. It takes 300 premium currency to do a single summon in their sort of black market summoning thing. Now, I don't think this is the main way that you're going to be getting most of your characters in the game. There's a scouting system, which I am going to be talking about in just a second. But the black market, it does look like you can get a lot of heroes through here, through the hero draw, the equipment draw, but it combines a lot of stuff together. You've got your pickups for certain elemental types. You've got ticket chests. You've got hero grade equipment that you can use, grade materials. There's so much stuff shoved into a single box. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. I like it where it's just like, okay, this one's for heroes, this one's for equipment, and then gold draw, you can get materials to upgrade the other two. But this one, they kind of shove all of it together, and I haven't even really gotten a chance to even try it though, because even though I've been playing for almost like 2-3 hours, I haven't been able to get enough premium currency to even do a single draw. So unless they come out with more like events that will give out more premium currency, or if they're planning on giving out like pre-registration rewards or something like that, I don't know. Because honestly, I haven't been able to do a single summon in this game. But like I said before though, I don't think that's necessarily the main way you're going to be getting characters. Now before we go in and talk about that, there is some other stuff I want to talk about with the battle system in this game, but this is going to look really familiar if you've ever played a gacha game before. This is where you're going to go through and do mostly like your daily stuff. This is where you're going to send out your units to do passive exploration, where once it's over with, they come back and they give you rewards. You have your daily combat event. Now the daily combat event, you can go through and do like special missions, and if you complete them, you get materials to upgrade like your weapons, or you can get materials to get gold. They've got the boss rushes to take on like higher level bosses. They've got raids and stuff like that, PvP. The Tower of Challenge is like the endless tower. A lot of this stuff you've seen in other gacha games. Now let's go ahead and actually get into the final thing, which I think is probably the most unique aspect of this game. But at the same time, I feel like it kind of slows down a lot of that excitement of gathering new characters. Now you've got this scout system. As you play through the game, you'll be able to unlock more and more characters that you'll be able to scout for as your team level kind of increases. Now, the way that this works is you're going to actually end up picking just a single hero, and then you're going to gather materials by playing through the game, which you can then give to the hero, increasing their overall affection. And then the other thing you can do too is you can actually chat with the hero, boosting their affection as well. Now I've done both of them with just the basic rarity items, not the SR items you can see above, and then I chatted with her and I got to 10%. Now, let's say I am only allowed to do that once a day, which you're only allowed to do that once a day for the next 10 days without using an SR high rarity item. It's going to take a minimum of 10 days to unlock a single hero. Now, maybe the SR items will give a lot more affection and make that a little bit quicker. And maybe as you get farther and farther into the game, you'll be able to acquire those materials faster. I just don't know how big of a fan I am at this system on how slow it allows you to get characters. Now, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of characters in this game. There does seem to be a little bit of a limited amount of characters that you can collect. Now, this could be a good way for people to specifically choose which heroes they want to build their teams out the best. Or if, let's say, there's like a really high tier character that everyone wants to go for, at least it gives you an opportunity to maybe like select that character and then be able to use them on your team. But I want to hear you guys' opinions. So let me know down below in the comments. But with that out of the way, so that's everything that you guys need to know about Island. I'm digging the art style. I really like the overall tone of the game. It's making me interested in wanting to go and check out the Korean webcomic. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of gathering heroes, and the gameplay itself, like there's so much automation behind it. And then the lack of premium currency just makes the game feel really slow in terms of like allowing you to get heroes, if that makes sense. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Okay, friends, my name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.